1. He leans toward you during conversation. When conversing, people prefer to gravitate toward those they like. When the guy you like is talking to you or listening to you talk, he may be interested in you if he leans his face in closer to yours. 2. He angles his body toward you in the room. A person has more open body language toward someone they like. They're not closed off, their arms aren't crossed, and they can sit back and relax. In particular, pay attention to the direction he angles his body. If his body, including shoulders and pelvis, are angled toward you and facing you, that's a good sign. But if he generally points his body away from yours, that's a sign that he might not be into you. 3. He finds small ways to compliment you. People often think of little ways to compliment someone they like. Therefore, it may be a sign they're really into you if a guy keeps honestly complimenting you on anything from your eyes to your artistic activities. 4. He makes eye contact. Eye contact can be a sign of attraction, but use caution with this one. Some people are excellent at maintaining eye contact with everyone they speak to because they care about making the people around them feel seen. However, if your crush has a propensity for locking eyes with you and holding that gaze, that can be a hint that there is something more going on. 5. He steals a glance at you. Even if he makes eye contact with everyone he converses with, if you repeatedly catch him staring at you from across the room, that's a different matter. A typical indication that someone is a little taken with you is a stolen glance. 6. He singles you out in a group. When you're in a group situation, he still finds a way to make small moments with you, whether by asking you direct questions or just always responding to the things you say. He's always laughing at your jokes, looks at you even when he's laughing at someone else's joke, or makes little side conversations with you whenever he can. 7. He seems drawn to you in the room. His focus, body language, and overall energy all seem to be kind of centered on you. He just seems to be energetically pulled to you in the room. There seems to be the impression that he is paying attention to you even when he is talking to someone else. 8. He wants to spend time with you one-on-one. If this guy is a friend of yours, someone from your office or class, or just someone you occasionally run into at parties, and he constantly looking for opportunities to spend time with you alone, that's a clue that he wants to get to know you better personally. That might just be the beginning of a friendship, but it might also indicate that he has romantic feelings for you. 9. He finds small ways to touch you. He's always finding little moments to share physical contact with you, whether by putting his hand on the small of your back when he passes by you, bumping your shoulder with his while he laughs, or playing with your hair. 10. He actively plans dates. If you meet a guy on a dating app, it can be hard to tell if a guy has strong feelings for you or if he's just going through the motions. The main indicator is whether he initiates dates and makes plans on his own. That's usually a sign that he really loves you and wants to keep in touch, and there might even be more there than you think. 11. He follows up after the date. If this is someone you just went on a date with, you can tell someone is actually interested in you if they follow up after the date. They might send you a text the next day saying they had a lot of fun, or they might send you a meme or article related to something you talked about, or they might reach out asking to make plans again. 12. He's consistent with communication. Do they frequently text you and stay in touch with you? Consistent communication is a fantastic interest indication. A person who is genuinely interested in you won't be missing for extended periods of time before making an unannounced return. 13. He responds to your texts quickly. Some people just don't check their phones that often, are slow texters, or are just super busy, so just because someone doesn't text you back right away doesn't mean they're not into you. But if a guy always responds to your texts pretty quickly, they may be trying to indicate that they're interested in you. 14. He initiates conversation on social media. If a guy routinely starts real discussions with you on social media, it can be a sign that he likes your postings and leaves comments on them. They'll regularly engage in DM conversation with you, share stuff with you, and like and comment on your posts. He's trying particularly hard to build a relationship with you if he's continually commenting on your Instagram or Snapchat stories, asking you questions, and overall keeping the discussion going. 15. He keeps the conversation going. In general, whether over text or in person. Notice if he is trying to keep conversations going with you. That means he'll always ask a follow-up question or offer detailed responses to your questions, and he never responds with just one-word answers or LOL by itself. 16. He blushes around you. Do you notice his face or skin gets red when he's around you? That happens when we're excited or getting a hit of adrenaline, and it's a common sign of attraction. Blushing is an honest response, she says. You feel caught being sexually excited about another person. 17. He seems a little nervous. It could be an indication that a guy likes you and is overly focused on impressing you if he typically acts extremely loose-fisted or loud around his buddies but becomes a little anxious around you. 18. He laughs a lot around you. Is he always giving you big, hearty laughs, the kind that make his face get all scrunched up? Or he smiles a lot around you, that warm, intimate type of smile that reaches his eyes? Laughter and smiling are ways of establishing connection, rapport, and intimacy with others. 19. He removes distractions. He never sneaks looks at his phone or the TV when you're around. He offers you his complete, undivided attention, and he could even make an extra effort to get rid of obstacles or other distractions that might interfere with his time with you. 20. He takes the lead. Men may use certain cultural scripts to show they are attracted to someone, based on gender stereotypes of men being more active and women being more passive. Some men may be particularly proactive about showing they like a girl. 21. He takes your lead. Of course, not all men will adhere to the preconceived notion that they must initiate contact. No matter their gender, many people desire to be treated equally when it comes to courtship and are equally inclined to initiate contact themselves as they are to follow someone else's lead. So even if he doesn't initiate contact, you may tell a guy loves you if he reacts favorably to your approach. 22. He tells you directly. The most important details in this text are that looking for small signs of a guy's feelings is not always enough to know if he likes you, and that it is important to ask him directly how he feels. A simple, "Hey, I think you're cool and I'm kind of into you," is a great way to find out if he is into you. If it is a no, at least you know, and if it is a yes, the fun can begin. If you enjoyed watching this video, don't forget to like, subscribe and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss any new facts. Let us know your thoughts about this video in the comments section down below, and feel free to stay and enjoy it until the end.